course, this is a Liam Neeson movie, so for the past Liam Neeson films I've seen, of course, I was not excited for Retribution. I was expecting to go into this movie to just rent the shit out of this movie. What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is OCD Movie Reviews. My name is Alan Debringat, and yep, I honestly thought that this man will retire, but nope, we're getting more of these movies. Retribution. This is a new Liam Neeson film that came out. Great. So, what's this one about? While driving with his two kids, a man receives a phone call from an unknown person who claims there is a bomb in the car. Unable to exit the vehicle, he must now follow a series of twisted instructions while trying to figure out how to survive. Yeah, sounds pretty familiar, right? Yeah, it's basically Phone Booth / Getaway, that shitty Ethan Hawke movie. That's all I can think about with this film, or other freaking movies like this before. Of course, this is a Liam Neeson movie, so for the past Liam Neeson films I've seen, of course, I was not excited for Retribution. I was expecting to go into this movie to just rent the shit out of this movie. Liam Neeson is an awesome actor. I love Liam Neeson. I think he is badass. I love him in Taken. Even movies outside action movies that he's always been in right now, like Batman Begins, or even Love Actually. Or probably my favorite performance by him, in my opinion, is him in The Grey, which I think is the best Liam Neeson film. You should check that movie out. That movie is very underrated. But right now we get to see Liam Neeson in his just generic action films that shouldn't even be released in theaters. It could have just came on Netflix or streaming services, or even just not be in theaters at all, or even be released at all. Now here's the thing. Is Retribution like a disaster? Is it like the worst Liam Neeson movie? No. It is a bit of a slight improvement. But at the same time, Retribution, in my opinion, is very bland and generic. I'm reviewing two bland films that came out this year: Spy Kids Armageddon and Retribution. There are a couple of positives. First, Liam Neeson. When you see Liam Neeson on screen, he is fun to watch. He really does try in this film, playing the main dad in the film. He really does try, and I always feel so bad for Liam Neeson for being in these really bland, generic action films. But Liam Neeson does try in this film, and he is good in the film. He's definitely one of the best elements of Retribution, but that's not saying much, because I will always say Liam Neeson is the best elements of every movie he has been in. Every generic action film he has been in. And I would say the two kids in the film, Jack Champion, and I don't know what this little girl's name is, those two really did try in this film. And I can see them having fun playing these types of roles. They literally tried in the film. The main three leads, they literally do try in this film. But unfortunately, this is a movie that we've seen many times before. You know, someone gets a call from just an unexpected murderer for them to follow instructions such as robbing a bank and all that stuff to basically get out of the situation. We've seen a lot of these movies before where people follow instructions from phones. So Retribution is definitely a movie that is for simple, you know, cliche storygoers. You know, if you want to see just a simple, generic action film, I would say Retribution is there. So this is one of those films that I would say is definitely very, very simple and safe, I would say, but also just very familiar, and it's very noticeable throughout the film. At least this film is not a disaster or anything, or the worst movie of the year. Absolutely not. I was actually surprised that I don't freaking despise this movie, or even hate this movie. It's just a movie that we've seen many times before. We've seen these generic action films many times before. It's sort of like a genre in a way. It's another Liam Neeson film. We all know what the movie's going to turn out. So Retribution is definitely one of those movies that we've seen many times before, and it's a very simple and safe movie that I wouldn't even say it should be in theaters. I would say it should be on streaming services. I think Liam Neeson is definitely the best part about this movie, and the kids in the film, they really do try in this film. The film kind of tries to be a fun movie, and there are a couple of entertaining aspects of this film. I'm not gonna lie. There are a couple of moments where I'm like, okay, this is interesting. There's a moment with Liam Neeson and this FBI agent in this film. That's probably my favorite aspect of the film. The film really tries to do something different with it, but then the film just goes back to this generic, you know, survival situation movie about a hostage, and Yeah, Retribution is definitely another Liam Neeson film. That's basically what it is. But thank God it wasn't a disaster like some of his other films. This is definitely one of the better ones, but it's not really saying much. This is still a bad Liam Neeson film, and this is still a forgettable Liam Neeson film. So I'm going to give Retribution a D+. So guys, that is my review for Retribution. Let me know what you think of this film in the comments below. Do you like the film, hate this movie, or you thought it's okay? Just let me know in the comments below. Make sure you guys follow me on social media links down below, keep contact with me, and make sure you guys subscribe to my channel for my latest movie reviews and other movie related content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a nice day.